I'm Laura Post, voice of Kasumi Yoshizawa in Persona 5 Royal, and you are watching Loading Snacks.
Loading Snacks!
What's going on, everybody? Your boy Sin, back here at Otakon 2021, and I have the privilege of sitting with an extremely talented, hardworking individual, Laura Post. How are you doing today?
I am doing very well, thank you for asking.
How does it feel to get back into the world on the con circuit, like physically?
It's surreal, honestly, but I had taken a break from conventions before the world took a break from conventions. Mm-hmm. This is my first convention since I think 2017. I did technically go to AX 2019, but like as a fan, not as a guest. So it's been a wild ride being back in the thick of things.
Yes, it is, and we're looking forward to all the shenanigans that come along with it. You have such an impressive history of voice acting, from Kasumi, like you said, in Persona Royal 5, Isabel, and Promise Neverland, like the list goes on and on and on. You even have directing credits that I saw.
Yes.
What is something, see what I'm going to say is, you've accomplished a lot in this industry. What is something you're looking to tackle that you may not have accomplished yet?
Ooh. One of my dreams as a kid, and is still in place, is I really want to voice Barbara Gordon. So she can be Batgirl, she can be Oracle, she can be Barbara Gordon, Librarian, I don't care, I just really would like to voice her.
Wow.
She's been one of my favorite characters in media since I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Since I was watching Adam West, Yvonne Craig, Batgirl, I was just like, I love Batgirl, she's so cool. And then the animated series came out and I'm like, she's amazing. And like, I love the Batgirl Year One comic. I just love her character in general. She's incredible. So
well, hopefully I do hope to get that chance to do that one day.
It would be nice.
Also, this COVID pandemic has forced a lot of people to switch things up and be forced to face new challenges. What are some of those that you had to overcome and face in the industry dealing with COVID?
I honestly feel very grateful in that a lot of the voiceover work, it was pretty straightforward to transition from going into studios to working from home. A lot of voice actors, myself included, have pretty high quality setups at home because we do all of our auditioning from home. So I didn't have to buy any new equipment. I didn't have to build a booth or buy a booth. I had all of that all ready to go. At the time that COVID hit, though, I was directing Pokemon Twilight Wings. And that was, from a directing standpoint, totally different because everything was, we were like, how do we get the video? Because you can't, this confidential material, you can't just send it to the talent and then fingers crossed, hope nothing happens. So we were like, how do we get the talent to be able to see the video so that they can do sync? How can I see the sync after the fact without latency? Because, you record something and there's a video. By the time it reaches the talent and then the talent's voice comes back to you, there's a delay. So that all took a lot, there was an adjustment period for sure. But I think that the show turned out really well regardless, so I was glad we figured a way around that.
Took a little work, but
big props to Anaris and Allegra especially, because their episode, that was the Nessa episode, was what we were recording right when it hit. And big props to them for being flexible and adjusting and sort of working with a new system when none of us really knew what we were doing yet.
All right, so within the anime community, there's this whole sub versus dub debate. People like to debate and argue it till they're blue in the face. I personally think dubs have come a long way since back in the day, courtesy of people like you and Adam MacArthur and, just stuff like that. So what would you say is one of the big changes that you've seen to make it grow in such a positive direction throughout the years?
I think that you have more people now working in the industry that are fans of the artwork. Not to say that the people working on it in the earlier times weren't, because you definitely had people that were, but some people were just, I'm an actor and I do whatever you pay me to act in, so they'd show up, or you'd have someone that just got assigned a project and they would learn about it on the job, which is also totally okay. But I think because you have that passion for the product so built in at every level now, that you just end up getting a higher quality product. People understand the the culture and everything more, you know, the sort of tropes and stuff that come with anime, like we understand them better, so we're able to localize them better. And then also there's just technological advances. We have computers now. There's so much more better sync you can get with a computer than you could when you had to do things reel to reel on tape. In fact, I have a lot of respect for the older actors because I know that if I didn't have computers, you would be like, Laura's not very good at dubbing. Her sync is terrible. What does she think she's doing? Because I can record, and then if it's wrong, the engineer can just move it, and now it looks great and it's perfect. But they didn't have that ability, you know, in the 90s.
So before we wrap this up, I got one question I want to ask you. We do a panel called Being Comfortable Being a Geek, where we share our experiences and how we got past it and tips to, you know, that might help people in the future down the line. What is some advice you give to somebody who might be struggling with just being a geek and coming to a con and, you know, that type of stuff, and maybe feel passion?
My advice would be, especially if you're a geek at a con, you are among friends. Everybody wants to share their passion for whichever type of convention you're at. So if you're a fan of comics and you're at a comic convention, people want to talk about comics. You're good to go. Everybody is on your side.
Yes.
I know it can be a little scary to talk to someone new, but nobody's approaching a conversation from that antagonistic place. It's okay to reach out.
We completely agree. I'll just throw one more question out there. I want to know what your favorite loading snack is. If that's who we are. A loading snack is a snack you can eat while you're gaming that will not ruin your controller and or mouse and keyboard.
That's a great question. I don't usually eat when I'm gaming at a computer, I feel like. But I do. I like mango a lot.
Okay.
It won't really ruin. You might need to dry your fingers off because they can sometimes be a little juicy, but mango's a solid treat.
Could possibly help with that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I think that's a good choice. So thank you very much. Once again, it's truly a pleasure to sit down and talk with you.
Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more to do, so we'll catch you later. Otakon 2021.
What's going on, everybody? Did you enjoy what you saw? Of course you did. So if you want to help us out and support us, here's what you can do. On whatever platform you're currently streaming us on, just like, share, and subscribe. Then head over to patreon.com/loading snacks and become one of our patrons there.